Alright everybody, how are you guys doing today? It's your boy, and I'm going to be showing you, this is the full video on how to make a Pokedex case for your phone. So, my phone is a Nexus 6, so it's massive, but I'll be using my old phone, which is a Galaxy S4, and I'll show you how I've done this thus far. Just wanted to do this part because it would take a while to do. So I laid my phone down and I went about like 5 millimeters, like half a centimeter out, quarter inch around it, drew a square, used a ruler so I could get straight lines, and then I made about a centimeter big box around each side, and then I copied the exact dimensions of this inside box and put them over there. And then this cutout, I will cut out and then put that up top. And if you're not sure what to do, just look at what I have right now. And, ooh, my phone looks really gross in the light. Ugh. I think I stopped using that. But anyway, so if you just copy this pretty much, that's what it looks like. And yeah, so let's just get started. I'll just be talking while I do this. I don't really know, like, I'm not doing anything specific, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm just gonna do sorry, just a second. Alright, I'm trying to watch it. I'm trying to put some SoundCloud on, but it's not working right now. That's okay. Wait. Almost there. Alright. I don't know why this audio isn't coming out. That's weird. Interesting. Well, whatever. Won't bother with that. I will just talk to you guys. So, alright, let's get started here. I'm going to cut this out. This is the top of a box. I'm going to cut it out. And, yeah, I'll just talk to you guys. So, what have I been up to lately? School just started up again. I'm a senior this year, which is weird, because that means I am upperclassman. Well, I was an upperclassman last year, but I'm a real deal upperclassman this year. So that's something. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't feel very different thus far. It just feels like I don't know. No different, really. I don't know. Our school's different this year. We got a lot of new rules. I don't know how the rules in your guys' schools are, or were, or will be, but in ours this year they added plenty of new ones. I'll just name them off. You cannot have any food or drink in the building. Not even a bottle of water. Let's see what else. You must have, like, for the parking lot, you have to have like a thing to hang on your rearview mirror. And also in the mornings and afternoons and lunch, you cannot loiter in your car. After you park your car, you have to get out immediately. Every time you leave the classroom to go to the bathroom or anything, you gotta sign out, which isn't that big a deal. But every time that you go into a classroom, you have to put your phone into this little cubby on the wall. So, plenty of new rules to take heed of at my school. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Some of them right now I'm not crazy about. Especially the not having any... You can't even have a water bottle in school. It's kind of overkill. Because the reason why they did that was because there's apparently kids who were putting... they had like vodka and stuff in their water bottles. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that's a pretty... I don't think that's a very widespread thing that happened, because I never even heard about it. But alas, well, maybe they'll fix it sometime. Maybe they'll start passing out school-issued water bottles or something. But we got a new what's it called? We even got a new water fountain that has a water bottle filler up on it. Water bottle filler upper type of thing. So I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. Very skeptical, actually. But we are under new management this year, so that would be why. By the way, I do not go to a private school or anything. It's a public school. Hashtag public school life. You know what the funny thing is about public school? You still have to pay to go to it. You don't have to pay as much as private school. You still gotta pay, though. Like, I think for one person it's somewhere between $200 and $300. It seems like a little much. You'd think that our state could do something a little better. Then again, I live in the brokest state in the union, or otherwise. So that's why nothing works. So what I just did there, I just went over all these lines. I kind of cut into them with the pen so they'll be easier to fold. So I'm gonna have to get some hot glue and heat that up. I'll fold these just so you guys can see basically what's going on. And it'll take a little bit of shape here. And then eventually we'll get into the details and everything and whatnot. So basically your phone will go in there. This is the cover on the outside. This will go right here. And so it'll just open up. Your phone will be in there. It's all good and fine and dandy. And we will, I'm going to heat up some hot glue. For this next part, you can use duct tape if you want. Hot glue just looks cleaner generally, so that's what I'm going to use. And yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, folks, we are back. And let's get ready to hot glue. So like I said, you can use duct tape if you want. I'm just going to use hot glue because it looks nice. And so I'm going to try hot gluing it from the inside first. Now this is pretty stiff stuff, so you know it might not hold very well at first. I'll manhandle it though, or woman handle it. That's not, you know, power to the ladies. Right. All right. These stick together. I put a lot of glue on there. No, my mom always told me the more glue the better, bud. She called me. Oh, gosh, that was ow. My heart. Actually, today in cross country practice, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. I did not have a heart attack. Luckily, that would have been a real downer. Yeah, it was like we weren't even a mile in. We were doing time trials to see who would make it on the varsity team, and we weren't even a mile in, and the left side of my chest just started hurting so bad. I thought if this goes on for 5 more minutes, I'm just walking back. I'm not gonna risk having a heart attack. Oh well, it stopped, so I didn't get to stop running. But I also didn't have a heart attack, so I mean, I did it both ways. Yeah, well, it's not bad. Rather not have a heart attack, probably. 'Cause that would suck. You know, that would really suck. That'd put a downer on things. Yeah. I'm just thinking, you know, heart health. That's why you eat Cheerios. That's why I eat Cheerios. Just kidding. I don't eat Cheerios. I think Cheerios are gross, but you know, to each his own with cereal. I am more of a Fruity Pebbles kind of guy personally, but you know, it's whatever you want. You know, I'm not gonna judge you. I will judge you, but I'm not gonna judge you. You just gotta go with the flow, you know. Okay, so we got 2 corners done here. Now we're gonna wait for this one to dry more and blow on them. Just a second. Alright, so sorry about that. Well, obviously that didn't really make much difference on your side because that was just an instant change right there. But I finished gluing all the corners. Now I'm gluing this top piece on so it just locks in like that. So got to move it about there, and I'm just gonna hot glue all right here. Hot glue her together. Yeah, I was just on the phone for a second with my lovely lady friend, and just got some gossip, you know, gotta love it. Actually, I wasn't really much of a gossip kind of guy before her, but she's turned me to the gossip side now. It wasn't bad gossip. I don't really care for bad gossip, but it was good gossip, so that's good. It's good stuff. Alright, this is almost all done on here. So, anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I almost died during cross country. So we did our time trials. Apparently, I'm not in the top 5 guys on the team. But apparently the top 5 guys on the team, if they would have competed in state last year, which only one of them was on the team last year, so if the other 4 of them had competed last year, we could have finished 12th at state, like the state finals. So, you know, if we keep it up this year, it looks like your boy is headed to state in something, and then to state in other things. I mean, no big deal or anything, but I'm kind of a big deal, right? Just kidding. That's a stupid thing to say. So let me get this all on here. So this is all very DIY, as you can see. So it's not gonna look freaking amazing, but hopefully by the time we're done, it'll look pretty good. All right. So what we're gonna do first, after this is all glued on, I'm gonna blow on it a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna paint it. So Pokedex is red, as you know. That's why you're watching this video. So we'll start with red all around it, and then we'll do details, and then on the inside we'll work on padding to keep the phone in, like inside the phone. So as of right now, there's a slide in there, and then I'll put padding around the sides so it'll stay grounded in one spot. And we'll also add some sort of locking mechanism there so they'll stay inside. And then, yeah. So, good stuff. Alright, so I'll get the paint ready and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, you guys didn't see anything, but this is a few hours later. And so I'm going to paint all of this red, like the entire visible thing that you can see. And, yeah, so it's all good. So a few minutes ago I had to, the phone was ringing. Well, my mom's phone was ringing. My mom was in the shower. So I went and I got it. And it's my sister and her significant other. And so I got up, I answered that, and Mom talked to them for a little bit. And apparently the baby didn't want to talk to me. So here I am. Well, then my mom kicked me off the computer, so I just been like chilling for a while. My mom hasn't been here for a while, but I didn't feel like continuing this for a little bit. So, but no, I'm back. So, yep, right here. So, probably gonna use a lot of paint on this. It's gonna take a while to dry, but that's okay. It's all okay. So, let's see, what other things we gotta do on this? I have some foamies I'm gonna use for details. If you don't know what foamies are little, it's like, I don't know, a couple millimeter thick foam. It's really flexible. It's not like styrofoam or anything. So, that's what I'm going to use for details on it, like buttons and stuff. You don't have to use those. You could use just cardboard or something if you would like. So yeah, this whole thing can be done in cardboard, but just for the sake of mine looking nice, I'm going to use some foamies. So yep. So anyway, guys, let's see, what other things have I been doing lately? So I talked about going back to school, cross country. We have our first cross country meet this year on Thursday, and I've only been practicing for a week. I hadn't run all summer like an idiot, so I just started practicing last week, and so I'm definitely not back in peak physical position. Peak physical, what's the word? Gosh, I can't think of it. Peak physical condition. That I am not, but someday I will be. Just gotta keep practicing and training and stuff. So, but yeah, so our team's gonna be pretty good this year. That's just about, like, that's it. I guess there's nothing really special about that. Last year I started it, but I didn't finish it because I had other circumstances that made me ineligible to be running. And that, by that I don't mean I had bad grades. That's not it. The thing is, it's just some things happened and couldn't be doing it. So, but it's all good. I'm back this year. Hopefully I can do the whole season. I'm gonna be doing wrestling as well. I did wrestling before when I was like in like 2nd grade, so it's a bit more intense now. That's for sure. You gotta cut weight and stuff. You had to cut weight back in 2nd grade, but they didn't really care if you did or not. In high school, it's a little different. So we'll see how that goes. Probably not gonna be very good at it. Really, I'm doing it because they're supposed to be getting really cool Letterman jackets. I've always wanted a Letterman jacket, and so like that's hopefully we do get them. Of course, at our school, if it's not football, it's not worth getting anything for. Yeah, so our school, so we're broke as anything, right? Like, you could get a homeless guy on the street, and if he was just flat out broke, didn't have any money, he would have more money than us because we're in debt. So, but anyway, with the money the state gave us this year, we got a $50,000 video scoreboard, and we got a Ford F-150. Why, may you ask? Oh yes, the football team needed it. That's what we needed. That was the squeaky wheel that needed the grease. So, what are you gonna do? But it's fine. This is my last year, so I'll just enjoy it as I can. I think I'll grow to like all my classes quite a bit. Like right now, I'm not partial to any of them or anything because I have not hardly been to them. So I don't know. We'll just see how everything goes. It'll surely be good. Surely will. I'll wait for a lot of this to dry while I'm doing it. So I might pause and come back to you guys once it's all dried up. I've really been looking forward to doing this, and there's just been distractions and stuff. Well, by really looking forward to doing it, I meant I started last night, and that's why there's that video, which has the title of this video, which will most likely be taken down at this point. But, you know, you never know. Maybe it'll still be up. I will probably forget, so that is that. But yeah, I tried to live stream this, so I wouldn't have to edit this or anything and upload it. It would just automatically be uploading live to YouTube as I was doing it, which was going to be nice because I've done that before with longer videos that I just plan to make anyway. And so I figure I might as well just live stream while I'm doing it. The quality is not nearly as good, but I mean, it's fine. For these types of videos, it's not like I'm really looking at showcasing everything. It's just showing how I'm doing this stuff like in real time instead of all edited down. And so, or the finished product, you know, matter of fact, I'm not even showing the finished product until I get to the end of this video. It's going to be a pretty long video. I'm going to have to go to someplace with faster internet to upload it. I'm not going to be able to do that from here. Yeah, my internet is still slow. Soon though, I'm going to be getting fast internet, so I will actually be able to do things. That will be nice. Let's see, other stuff that's happening in my life. Well, you know, just kind of living, man. That's what it's all about, right? It's the name of the game, life. I started drum lessons a week ago. Well, music lessons, I should say. But right now, focused on drums. I'm going to learn bass, and I'm going to go back and freshen up my guitar a little bit. But right now, I want to learn drums. As you guys have seen, I've been working virtually, you know. But I think that real life drums have a lot more groove and rhythm than these mechanically just like perfect down to the millisecond like that you get on the computer. Like, I don't think that has as much character, you know. So that's why I'm going to be that's why I'm taking drums, so I can record that. I can use that for the music. But so I got into this music stuff. Well, making music, I should say. I've been doing music stuff for forever. But I've been into that. I got into that in I don't know. It was about April or May. I started it. I didn't do anything for a minute, but then I picked it back up like late June, and I've just been hooked ever since. And I've never had something like a calling, really, like something that really spoke to me while I was doing it. But I think this is it, and like audio engineering is what I want to do. Cause like not to be boastful or anything, but I think relatively, in the time that I have been making stuff, in such a short period of time, my skill has gone up a lot. Not saying I'm great or anything, but like I'm not a complete amateur like I was when I just started. And so I think if I could keep that trend moving upwards, you know, the trend of learning things and continuing to grow, then that's just sounds awesome to me. And I'd love to do that for a living, as I've always done music stuff my whole life. There's even some old videos on my channel with a song I made about Halo Reach before it came out. I remember I was super hyped about the holograms, and I put it in that video. It's called the Halo Reach song. It actually popped up in suggested videos the other day, which is weird. I'm very surprised that it ended up there. I don't know what I was watching that made YouTube go, oh yeah, you'd like to watch this video you put up 5 years ago about Halo Reach. Well, you know, maybe I would. I didn't watch it. I don't know. That's kind of cringy to me. That video was, but because I was playing guitar and stuff. I was still in middle school, like early middle school, so I wasn't even good at guitar, like at all. Like, you could not even call me an amateur at that point. I was still not very good. But, you know, it's up there. It's out there. I don't like taking down videos anymore. I've taken down a lot of videos in the past. Like a few years ago, like probably like 3 years ago was the last time I deleted videos. But there's just a lot. There's a lot that were not of any quality of any sort. Like, you couldn't show them to an alien and the alien would say, why is there a video of garbage in front of me? Like, what's the purpose of this? That was how unquality they were. I thinking back at it now, I should have like maybe uploaded them, but I still have them on my old computer. So if I ever want to go back, I can look at those. Honestly, like that's really all I gotta do. So anyway, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna go wait for this to dry, and I'm gonna paint the other side, and I'll be back. Thank you. Alright, so I have everything all painted here. The back is done. I painted the insides all there. I didn't paint the bottom because once your phone's in there, you're never gonna see that. Back is painted as well. So now we'll start on the details. And like I said, I'm using foamies, which is just this thin foam. Apparently I've made something with this in the past. I don't remember what it was exactly. So we'll start with the front out here and whatever we're seeing. So on the inside, right here in this part, you're not gonna have any detail. That's just your phone. Usually there's like a D-pad and buttons there and a little screen, but that's not what's gonna be happening on this one, because your phone is the screen. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this one on first. I'm gonna have to get my hot glue back out. So I'm just making a little circle right here, about that big, and that is as like a lens. As of right now, I'm just looking at pictures to make these, to make this, I should say. But so just made a circle there, and I will cut out some more circles. Just get working on some details. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I cut out all the pieces I need, and I'll show them to you as I put them on. If I don't knock anything over. There's a lot of paint around here. Not a safe space to be. So we'll start off. We got the circle that I made first. Put it right up there. Important to make sure all your paint is all dry before you do any of this. And we got a smaller circle to go on top of that. So that's like a lens. And then we got 3 small circles to go next to it. They're little lights. So I'll just put the glue straight on there. Be easier. Looks like I just got a whole bunch of glue on there, so you won't be able to tell once it dries, really. So we'll just drop these on, and once we put these dots on, you won't really be able to tell all that glue's there anyway, so it's okay. No such thing as accidents. Well, no such thing as a mistake, just happy accidents. Mom got me a shirt that says that. I don't know if that means something. Probably does. Alright, that on. So we got 3 right there next to it. And then, so I'm going to paint those real quick. I'm going to use a light blue, a green, and I'm going to use a yellow. And then if you can find a darker red, use a darker red. So I personally do have a different shade of red here that I'm going to use. It's not darker, it's a different shade, but it'll work. Anyway, I'll paint these. Yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so on the inside here, I've made, first of all, this piece, which is a pad for numbers or whatever. I'll put some glue on that. Stick it about in the middle. If you stick it up too high, you don't have room. I'm going to paint on a little screen right here. I'll show you that in a second. Alright, there we go. And then down here we have two pieces that go on like that. Right there. Put those on. Sorry if you can hear something in the background. My mom seems to be watching TV in the other room, so that would be what that is. There's 2 more dots right here. Oh, a lot of glue just came out. Hopefully it'll dry well. And then we got these 2 squares. They go right here. So I'll put those on, and then I'll get to painting. So these are all of our buttons, which will stand out right there. Let's paint them on, shall we? So I'm going to use a blue for these number pads. So not everything on here is super correct. Some stuff is, well, it's all kind of disproportionate, but that's okay. For the sake of what we're going for, it'll look just fine. So I'm going to paint onto these number pads here. I got a few hot glue strings on this bad boy. Once you get enough paint on them and stuff, and you never really tell what's there. If you want to pick it off, you can. Make sure not to get paint everywhere else. But not terribly concerned about that. This is really fine detail stuff, so I've been using a small brush the whole time, but if you haven't been, this is the place where you would really want a small brush. It doesn't have to be nice like the one I'm using. My mom just does some painting, so that's why I'm using this one. That all on there. And I'll wait a little bit to make the lines for where the buttons are. Before I put them on. Alright. Wait for that to dry a little bit before I do lines that are on there. I'll get some other paint colors. Let's see. I need a little bit of orange. Now unplug your hot glue gun. Need a little orange here. Oh, that came out there. Wasn't expecting that. Well, we have a lot of other places we can use orange, so that's okay. So there's 2 little orange squares down here at the bottom. I'll just put them right here. They're really just supposed to be at the bottom, pretty much going along the whole bottom part, but if yours turned out like that, then that's great. Mine didn't, so I'm just going to put them off to the side here. Okay, good. Next, we'll use some more lime green. Last one I used was kind of out, so I might just use regular green here. Actually, no, I'm going to try to get some lime green because that's what we're going to need for the screen as well. So, let's see if I can get more lime green to come out of this bad boy. No, okay, I'm gonna have to put my brush in there. Do what I need to do. Alright, so we're gonna do that. this button. So my painting is kind of rough on this inside part here, but once it dries out, it shouldn't look terrible. I mean, it shouldn't look terrible to begin with, but I'm not the best at painting, so that's the problem we got there. So the screen is this green is just not working. I started out saying this screen, but it turned into this green, which also works because that is also something, an emotion I'm trying to convey here. This green is really old, it would seem. So I'm gonna put that on there. I'll color that in with a different green one if I can find one. Alright, this is a lime luster. It's a little different color of green, but it'll surely do the job. Ooh, it's shiny too. That's nice. That's always nice to have. I like shiny paint. Yeah, glimmers. That means when it'll all dry up, that'll look fantastic. Especially since it's a little screen on here. You know, a little screen would be pretty shiny, so yeah, that looks nice. I do like pearl paints. They make a good black color. They have, I think it's called pearl black or black pearl, one of the two, but it's a really shimmery kind of black like this. It looks awesome. So I like to use for when I paint props and stuff. I like to use that one because it just adds a lot of texture. That's good to have when you're, you know, doing something that, when you're just painting like big stuff, you know, you would like it to have some more texture in those big areas that nothing else is going on in, you know. That's what a lot of like helmets and stuff are. Is there's a lot of detail in the cardboard. There's not a whole lot of detail in there's just not a whole lot of detail in the paint on the cardboard. Alright, so there we go. I will get some stuff to use to strap the phone in, but otherwise, right now you are done. I'll be right back. I'll get the stuff to help you put the phone in if that's what you would like to do. I'll be right back. Alright, so for the final voyage, I've cut out 3 little strips of foamies. Those are going to be on the sides, make sure the phone doesn't jiggle around too much. And then I have 1 strip of elastic, or you can use any other type of material really. It's just going to go right down here, hold your phone in place. Well, right down there, hold your phone in place. So I'll start with this. I'm gonna hot glue one end of it. Alright. So I'll just put that right there. And do the other end on the other side. Well, I'll wait for that to dry. I'll do the foamies while I'm waiting for it. So you don't want to put these where your phone has buttons or anything, because if you do, then it might press your buttons, and no one likes their buttons getting pressed. So put them low, or put them extra low, put them extra high, yeah, whatever your buttons are. I'm not really worrying about it for this because I don't use that phone anymore, so I'll just put them on the sides here, just in a generic middle of the road kind of spot. The last one, I'll put the last one on the bottom. And there we go. And then we'll just glue this in on the other side. Alright, and once that dries, then you are all 100% done. Put my phone in just to show you guys, and there we'll go. There we go. So that's gonna dry in just a second. clear some of this stuff out. Alright, that is just about dried on there. We'll grab the phone for the maiden voyage and slip it in. Put this side in first, and then we'll put that around the bottom, and there you go. It's perfect. Turn the screen on. Apparently the phone's not on, it's out of battery. And I forgot to do the locking mechanism. So, that would be that. And that is why I brought down some Velcro. Gotta find where it is, but I have some. Where is it at? I'll be right back. Alright, so I have the Velcro. So what I'm gonna do, it has an adhesive side on the back. So this is about an inch and a half long. I'm just going to take off a little bit of it. Take off a little bit of this so I can stick it on. If that's not going to work, looks like we'll use glue. Alright, so I'm going to turn that so you can see it. Throw that on right there. So when it goes down, once that's dry, it'll curve over and I'll have it attached to the other end of the Velcro down on the bottom here. So I'll cut off a little bit there. If I can get this piece peeled off. Can I? Looks like I can get this one. Be careful. Ooh. Oh man, this is intense. Ah. I think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna win the battle. No, I'm not. I won't even try anymore. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I'll just put glue on the bottom of it. And I'll put it right down where the other side will be meeting it at. And when it closes, fold that piece down. And the glue wasn't done yet, so it caused this other piece to come off, which was not intentional. But I forgot, you gotta wait for glue to dry, as that is how glue works. I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. That would be why this is all happening. So wait a second for that. And it looks like there's paint on the phone screen. Oh, no worries, I got it off. Yeah, it's all good. So wait a second. So don't close it on your phone while the phone screen is wet, or the paint is wet, I mean, because that will be bad, inevitably. But if you want, go over this a second time with paint. That'll make it look better and stuff. But closing it now. It stays closed. Not the best. Should add some more tape, but there you go. You got it. My locking mechanism is not the best on this one, so try to more finely tune it on yours. If I do it really tight, it would work better. But alas, that's not the way of the world. There we go. So maybe that will help it fasten more into place. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. An edited version of this will be coming out, and also a final cut version just displaying it. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.